Whoa, you sexy son of a bitch. I'm gonna need you to stop scrolling, because I gotta tell you a story. We're talking about Christian mythology, and I'm gonna tell you about Lucifer. It's incredible. Ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, it's story time. Alright, so there's your boy, Lucifer. Now here's the thing, I know most of yous were expecting a red fucking demon with horns sitting in the pits of hell trying to tempt people with sin, but believe it or not, your boy Lucifer at one point was the most beautiful angel of them all, right? And he was so chiseled, he was so sexy that he got very prideful. So prideful that he began to represent one of the 7 deadly sins, pride. Now, our boy Lucifer, he started to question everything around him. He started to question God itself, right? Thinking, you know what? I think I could run this show a little bit better. He really just sounded like an angsty teenager. Here's what it sounded like. You know, this shit don't make any sense. Why the fuck does the big guy pay so much attention to those little fucking humans? I mean, look at me. Look at me. I'm drop dead fucking gorgeous. I'm Lucifer, for fuck's sake. You know what? I'm gonna take over, and I'm gonna run things a little bit differently. So next thing you know, our boy Loosey Goosey starts preaching this shit to the rest of the angels, right? And he ends up convincing a full fucking third of them to join in his cause. Next thing you know, he decides to take his first course of action against the angels of heaven by targeting the humans. You see, Lucifer didn't understand why God loved the humans so much. He thought they were so fucking flawed, right? So, this next part's under dispute whether Lucifer himself went down to the Garden of Eden or whether he sent one of his angels, Samael. But it don't matter. Either way, one of those two went down to the Garden of Eden disguised as a snake. So the snake, right? The snake heads down to the Garden of Eden and he finds Eve and he's all like, Hey, Eve. I bet you $20 you can't finish that apple in less than 60 seconds. Ready, set, go. Fucking idiot. Alright, so now our boy Lucifer, he got Adam and Eve banished from the Garden of Eden, and now he's ready to amass an assault on the armies of heaven, right? So he gathers his 1/3 of the angels, right? And he transforms himself into this giant fucking dragon. So next thing you know, this insane fucking battle ensues with Lucifer and his army on one side and the Archangel Michael and his army on the other. And the battle goes on for years and years until finally at the very fucking end, the Archangel Michael strikes down Lucifer. Our boy Archangel Michael strikes down Lucifer and casts him from heaven. He gets sent down to hell, and that's when the transformation begins.
I used to be hot.